Good morning or good afternoon or good evening, depending where you are. Hello, my stamping friends. I'm Diane Evans with stampingwithdiane.com. I'm an independent Canadian Stampin' Up demonstrator here in the interior of British Columbia. Now, if this is your first time joining me through YouTube, welcome. Make sure that you do subscribe. Also, if you're joining me through Facebook, make sure that you give StreamYard the okay, and then that way I will see who's making the comments. Now, if you've gone through my Stampin' with Diane page, I will see who you are at that point as well. So welcome, and I am sorry I am a few minutes late, which is not something that I really I really I, I put a lot of pressure on myself to be on time, and because that's something that is really my thing. And then all of a sudden, has it ever happened to you that you get into your craft room and you go, "Oh, I wondered where that was," or "I forgot I had this." In any event, that's what happened to me. So I think you can all relate to that. Finding something in your craft room. Anyways, we were on card sketch number 90. Can you believe it? And if I had I think it would have been a lot more had I not missed any for my events. So by me switching over from Saturday to Sunday, depending when my events are, it's going to work better for me. Anyways, card sketch number 90. Now, this also happens to be one of my thank you cards for this month, and it's also featuring probably one of my favorite sweets of all time. So let's just pop on right down and let's get going on this. All right, so it's the Symbols of Fortune. Have you seen this suite? It is absolutely gorgeous. The dies and the dies and the stamp set are amazing. I know this always reminds me of my mom, and my mom was really into the Asian flair, and yeah, she would have just loved this one. She would have been all over this one, that's for sure. In any event, just want to let you know, this is something that we're doing for our stamp camp, our international stamp camp. And in North America, I hate to say it, but the inventory levels are low. So if you are interested in going to the stamp camp, and the stamp camp is where you make 12 to 13 make and takes that are included with the purchase of the bundle, the suite. And also 12 to 13, then you get invited to an exclusive Facebook group where you get another 12 to 13 amazing other projects and different tips and tricks and all that sort of stuff along the way. So you could end up, in essence, making 24 to 26 different projects. All right, so we are going to use some of this product today. I'm not using all of it, but we're going to use some. Like I say, I want to do this for my sketch challenge, but also to show you that there's other things that you could do with this. So this is a sketch, pretty easy sketch for me. I usually like lots of layers, but sometimes I think simple sometimes is good too as well. So it's just a regular card base. Second layer is a different size piece, and it's 2 3/4 by 5 1/4. And this is posted at 10 to 11. Also, just to let you know, if you do enter in any of my the challenges, like the mystery or this challenge, the winners for last month will be are posted and scheduled to post for 11 o'clock today. So congratulations to those two ladies that won a host stamp set from me. In any event, then we have layer number 3, or layer number, it says layer number 2 is 3 3/4 by 5 inch. Everybody knows that I love those I love that particular layer, and I also like that layer for the inside of the card as well. This is, and I will show you how this is done very easily, and this is just simulates an image that's there. So let's get started on this. Like I say, it's a very simple card. Now, I decided to use the colors that are kind of in this suite. And this is not a color that I normally would use, but this is Calypso Coral. And it really is a pretty color, and it goes along great with the other colors that are in this suite. And one of the colors is the Evening Evergreen, and the other one is Soft Succulent, which, believe it or not, I don't have it here, but that's okay too. Anyways, this card base is 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4.25. Remember, as I sound like a broken record, and I have for the last now 12 years, is you want to fold this into the mountain. And by folding it into the mountain, what's happened is when I scored this, I broke down your paper particles. So by folding into the mountain, you're getting a nice even score line along here. All right, so good morning. You know, it's funny. Rose says she likes this color. This is a color that was not on my radar at all. It's just not one that I really, really liked. But that's okay because it goes great with this suite. And it's good for me to expand because if anyone knows me, they know that I don't use garden green. But guess what? For my class that I put on for the city, they used a garden green. Can you believe it? Anyways, we have a piece. Like I say, this is 3 3/4 by 5. And this is the 2 3/4 by 5 1/4. And I know it seems strange to do that kind of an amount, but what I want is I want this piece to go on here. But let's go ahead and stamp our image first. So the image that I'm actually using is, where did my stamp set go? Now, that is just plain ridiculous. Okay, so we're going to use this. Now, a lot of people are taking this. Can somebody tell me again what this flower is? But we're going to use this flower. Like I say, simple, right? So because I want it to stamp really well, I have my Stamparatus. I think that's the best way to stamp this bigger image. I like all my bigger images to be stamped with the Stamparatus. So I'm just going to go in and I'm going to put my Stamparatus. I happen to know it goes right there. And then I am going to just stamp this image there. Now, I'm wondering if maybe, I think I could even pull it over just a bit more. Let's, I know it goes there. Let's try there. I'm going to just see how that's going to look. Ooh, maybe about halfway in between. There we go. And of course, I'm coming in with my Calypso Coral ink. Just going to stick an ink pad underneath here. So yeah, I'm coming in with my Calypso Coral ink. And you know what? That's crooked. There we go. I'm going to come in and get that on there. We're just going to ink it up. Get a really good ink on it. Ink covering. But because it's a Stamparatus, we can actually go in and re-stamp it if it doesn't work well. And I'm coming in with my Chucky. Like I say, Sandy gave me some of these jars that I could use. And I said I was going to do a video on a Chucky. And I just haven't. I keep forgetting about it. Anyways, we'll see how that works. Ooh, nice image. I'm going to go in again, and I am going to just ink that up just again because I want it to be really good and dark. Don't forget to share my video. You can share it through your Facebook. You can also share it through YouTube. That really helps me by giving me a thumbs up, that sort of stuff. It really helps my YouTube channel and allows me to do different things on my YouTube channel. All right, so just like that, and then pretty simple stamping, right? All right, so now what I want to do is I want to then come in and I want to attach this to this part here. Now I'm doing that first because then when I go ahead and put this strip on that I'm going to show you how to do, you'll see why it's so much easier to do. All right, so I'm just going to ink that up. And we're just going to put that on there like so. Probably should have had my silicone mat underneath there. I was lucky that was dry because I ran my hand across there. Okay, so then this piece is 1 1/4 and it's by, you know what, I said 4.5. It's probably more than 4.5. It's probably close to 5, but you're not using the whole thing. And what I'm doing is I'm going to take this and I'm going to stamp on it first, but I'm just going to lay it across. Oh, look, that moved. Oh, dear. You know, I'm going to cheat. Now, this is not something that you're supposed to do, but I'm going to cheat because it's crooked and I can't live with it. It's really going to drive me nuts. Because you don't have the other edge on the other side, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to... Do you ever do that? Oops. Making a real mess of this. There we go. That was a cheat. And anyways, this is going to go across here. So what I'm going to do is on this particular one, because I'm doing it as my thank you cards, I am coming in and I'm going to use this ornate thanks. This is a stamp set that came out 2 or 3 years ago, and I think it's great. I like these big thank you. I like the fact that you can go thanks ever so much. You can do all that sort of stuff on here. Thanks for all your help. Just excellent ways that you can add on it. You know what? I'm just going to leave it with thanks on there. So I'm just coming in with my embossing buddy. I have this mounted. It's a photopolymer stamp set. So I want to come in with my... And where are they? I know I've got a bunch right here. The paper piercing mat, but that's okay. What I can do is I can also use the foam mat from the Stamparatus. I could bring in that Stamparatus back again. But I just want to put this on here like this. So I'm just going to ink it up with Versamark. And I'm just going to go, I'm not going to go the double thanks, you know, like the extra words on here. Just because I'm not going to, because I'm embossing. So I'm just going to put that on there like that. And I'm coming in with my black embossing powder. Now, this is part of the basics. Stampin' Up! Has their embossing powder now, comes in the 3 colors, and this is the basic colors. Black, white, and clear. All right, and then I'll just use my heat tool quickly to just heat that up. Just get it heated. Heat up just to begin with. So issues with this moving. Right. Just a simple hello. It's driving me nuts. All right. So then what happens with this is we are just going to put this across here. Now, I want this. I'm going to put this onto my card, and I am using just... Where did it go to? Where did my base of my card go to? I know I just scored it. Oh my goodness. Here we go. Sunday, right? Anyways, this is going to go across here like this, and it's on the Calypso color. So I am going to lay this about here. Now, what I want to do is I am going to put that on, but I want to use some of the dies that are from here. And I think these ginkgo leaves would look great on here. So I had actually cut out some, and I wasn't sure whether or not if I should use. Okay, let me go ahead and put that on there now. Now I am actually going to raise this up. So let's come in with my dimensionals. Oh my goodness, these dimensionals are awful. Come in with some more dimensionals here. And I'm going to just lay this on here. Just like that. And I want that to be raised up. And then what I'm going to do is and this is how easy this really is. I'm just going to take this and trim this off from the back side and here. So that. This is going to go onto here. So I can go ahead and let's glue that on. Say very, very simple card sketch, this one, this time. Trying to figure out what I can do for my 100th one. Should be a real celebration. All right. So I have this. I could do in the gray. I could do in black. Or I could do it also. I wouldn't do that many of them. So what I would do is I would either be like that amount. Oops. Or the gray, that's basic gray, or the Calypso Coral. What do you think? You know, I could even do two. I could do it like this. What do you think? I'll wait for your answers. And then I'm coming in with these dots. And these are the polished dots that go along with the suite. You know, Debbie, that was my first instinct, was the gray, to bring it in with the other. But let's see. Black and gray together looks nice. Yes, it does. So I could do the black on the bottom, and I could do the gray here. Just gives a different kind of a focal point, that's for sure. What do you think? Black? Okay, so we've got one black. We've got one black and gray together. We've got one black, black. Okay, it looks like black is one. All right, so I'm going to go and I might just put that amount on. Let's see, where did I? Just going to cut this part off because I might do this black here. And I think I will go with that black. So don't forget, if you are interested in that stamp camp, the time to register is now, so that it's not until April. However, with the inventory going low, you just don't know when that's going to come. Ouch, ouch. You know, now that I'm putting this black on here, I'm wondering, do you think I should put, instead of these polished dots, should I do black dots? Another question, right? Let me just do that there. And I laugh. These polished dots, they say that they're Calypso Coral. They're not. I really don't think they are. So they could go with those dots, or too many choices, right? These. So, and you know what I think I might do for my thank you cards is I might do some in black. I might do some in, because this would be subtle. Anyways, let's go ahead and let's put some of these dots on. We definitely have a lot of different people saying different things today. So you know what? You just might get some black. You might get some polished. Who knows with the thank you cards, that's for sure. All right. Just going to put one there. One there. And one there. So that's what the black looks like. Let's see. I think it has to come down more this way, so we'll just do it like that. Now, another thing that I had thought of doing was using some of that gray granite things, but there's my thank you card for this month. So yeah, some of them might look a little bit different. I'm not sure, but it'll be kind of fun to see how they all come together. But there's that. There's the card sketch. Card sketch number 90. So make sure that you go on to the Facebook group, the Stampin' with Diane Stampers group. And on that particular one, that's where you would put this. We had lots of entries last month. It was amazing. But so simple. And to me, it kind of gives a bit of an Asian flair with doing it like that, but showing that you could do it. And this could be done in so many different colors where it doesn't have to go with this Calypso Coral. I'm just finding I'm trying to reach to different colors because I always stick to the same colors all the time, right? So something that's a little bit different using something from that suite. So there's our card sketch. There's that. Like I say, pretty simple, you know, like 4 layers and that's it. It's done. And yeah, so I'm looking forward to that. I challenge you not to use the stamp set. If you have the stamp set, I challenge you to use something a little bit different so that we can see other ideas using other stamp sets and other suites and that sort of stuff. I really do appreciate it that way. All right. So don't forget, give me the thumbs up. Share my video. I really do appreciate that. Also, another thing, you have a few days if you want to join my community. I have, thank you. I have a great bunch in my community, my stamping community. If you do join this month, you not only get like $165 worth of product, free shipping. Not you have to pay taxes, unfortunately, in BC. If you live outside of the province, depending on your province regulations, you may not have to. But you free shipping, but you get $165 worth of stuff. So if it's that cut and emboss machine that you want, that might be something that you look at because you could get that for $135 for joining. Plus, you get 2 free stamp sets. So depending on what stamp sets you get, that's an added value of even like the way I worked it out. I think you could even work it up to $90 of free stuff added above that. Anyways, you guys, there's Sunday. Tomorrow when I go live at 11 o'clock Pacific time, showing you a new product that just came out this month, and you're going to love the stamping blends that go along with it. I'm going to play with them, and hopefully I can do them justice. In any event, you guys have a great day, and don't forget to share. Bye for now.